couple more quarterback scenarios I want to talk with you about. First one, Aaron Rodgers, because you just mentioned quarterbacks should get more say, and clearly that is what was at play with Aaron Rodgers from draft day and before and after until appearance day at training camp. I had him on the show yesterday, and I asked him specific, like, what change did you get that's made you say, okay, I'll come back? And he basically said it was just trust and hope, that it's nothing you could stamp on a piece of paper. Did he get, best on your knowledge, an agreement from the Packers that we'll trade you if things don't go the way for either one of us this year? Did he get that assurance? Best you
I don't
can
know
hear
that
or
he
tell?
did. And Rich, there's a belief out there that he got that assurance in this most recent offseason.
Mm-hmm.
And the fuse that ultimately was lit was when they said to him, oh, no, we're not going to trade you, even though we said we would trade you after 2020. And that is the real cause of everything going off the rails in the offseason. So I wouldn't believe anything that the Packers told me verbally at this point, because they already told me, if what I've heard and others have heard is true, that the Packers had promised him they would trade him after 2020. And then apparently Matt LaFleur caught wind of it and said, wait a minute, Jordan Love's not ready, we can't do this. And I don't know that was the catalyst to renege, but so I'd want anything and everything in writing before I'd trust it. And who knows where this is all going to go. And, Rich, Sims and I were talking about this earlier today with the Packers, and this falls into the category of Packers fans get pissed when someone points this out. But if I'm a Packers fan, I look at this and I say, this damn corporate structure does me no favors as a fan. You had Jerry Jones on the Game Day morning show the other day.
Yes.
And I understand there's a potential drawback to having a Jerry Jones, a Daniel Snyder, a single person who can be that driving force behind an obsession to win a Super Bowl. Corporate structure, I don't know. Where is the obsession? Where is that one person with that overriding force of personality who will say, hey, you know what? We got close this year, but we weren't good enough. Here are the areas we need to identify, just like the Chiefs. What'd they do? Their offensive line stunk. What'd they do? They spent a ton of money on their offensive line. They took advantage of opportunities to improve their defense. In Green Bay, I feel like they're content to be in the general vicinity of the porch and hope that once every 10 to 15 years they'll stumble up onto the welcome mat and kick in the door. Whereas you've got these other teams with owners like Jerry Jones who are obsessed to bang on the door each and every year. And I think that's the fundamental cause of Aaron Rodgers' concern, because the reason they're in the vicinity every year is him. Look around him. I mean, they got some good players, but what do they do every year other than draft and develop? What do? They don't go out and identify guys who could come in and make a difference right now. Big-name players, key players. That just has been not a part of the culture there, and I think the corporate structure has something to do with it.
Hey, you watched all the way to the end. Thanks for that. Watch more right here.